Do you know how I sleep at night?
We'll talk about that off camera.
Perfect.
Hey everyone, I'm Beck.
I'm Mags.
And this is
the Book Pod.
And today, take it away.
We have another very, very special guest today. Our guest is a bookish baddie who designs her own covers, her own stickers, and can create a Canva graphic like no other. She writes Regency romance and romantasy books, but don't let that fool you, because when she's not writing, you might just find her on the back of a motorcycle or hanging out with exotic animals. Please welcome author N.F. Schmitt.
Yay!
Hi.
Hi, thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me, even though I just ignored the first email on it.
Yeah, we got here.
I think it's one of my favorite stories ever.
Oh, right.
How can I get on your podcast? We emailed you. You did? Oh.
Yeah,
Whoops.
so quick side quest story. We got to sit with NF at Romance Rendezvous Book Blast a couple weekends ago, which was amazing. And as we're chatting, she goes, "So how does one get on your podcast?" And I said, "Well, if you would answer your emails, you would be on it." Because we had emailed NF a couple weeks before that to have her on the podcast. But we love her anyway, and we got here anyway, so water under the bridge.
Everything's fine.
It's just something now you get to razz me on for life.
Just built in.
I love it.
Alrighty, well, in TBP fashion, Mag, what are you drinking?
I am going with a chamomile tea. I think I put another tea bag in there and now I don't remember what it was, but the goal was I did have two and now I don't remember. Something lemon maybe. But yes, something calming and relaxing.
Nice.
What are you drinking, Beck?
I'm drinking tea that you made me, which seems to be a theme recently. I'm not mad about it.
I make the tea.
But it's peppermint.
Yep.
And peach.
Yep. And honey.
And honey for my tummy, because it's not doing so hot. But that's okay.
She's recovering.
NF, what are you drinking?
I am drinking very, very exotic, very fancy H2O.
There you go. It sounds fancy when you call it H2O.
Oh. Alrighty. Well,
cheers. Cheers. She goes.
That's nummy. Oh, it's so nice and warm.
Mine's very
so
cold.
So you're like you gotta have the ice cold water or room temperature water or like just barely cold.
Room temp. Okay. I mean, if it's cold from the faucet, fine, but I'll go to a restaurant and say no ice because I don't want ice.
Interesting.
That's amazing.
And I'll drink my Dr. Pepper room temp because I just can't wait for it to be cool in the fridge.
I support whatever makes you happy.
The judgment through the distance in this camera is unreal.
No judgment. None. No, we support you and whatever makes you happy. That's fine.
Just drink your tea.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. You are a pro at this now. We like to start off with some rapid fire icebreaker questions. So, right off the bat, chai lattes or Monster?
Girl. I drink them both every day. Chai lattes.
There it is.
Fun.
Top 3 favorite animals.
Okay, number 1 is African wild dog, or otherwise it's called the painted dog. I love elephants. And then third one, I'd probably go with cats.
Okay.
I was expecting tarantulas in there.
Yeah.
That's not an animal, technically. It's an insect.
Oh.
That's why. I didn't have the terminology correct. Got it. Okay. Shrek or Big Bang Theory?
Wow, you really did your research over here on me. The flip of the card.
Yes, ma'am.
Shrek. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, classic.
So good.
Okay, night in playing video games or a trip to the bookstore to read manga.
Video games. That
Nice.
requires lounging and not going to town.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Dirt bike or motorcycle?
Motorcycle. That was easy.
Oh, good.
Top three favorite cozy video games.
Stardew Valley.
Yes.
I would not call Skyrim cozy, but it is my top favorite game. And then, ooh, a third one. That's actually tough for me because like Stardew and Skyrim are always the top. I'd say any Pokemon game because I always play them all.
Nice.
Well, you have passed the rapid fire round. Well done.
This is like my third time I think doing one of these.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're an expert now. You're a pro.
Except for it's never
All
been
right.
specifically to me, so that was unique.
It
Yes.
was.
See?
That one was catered to
Yeah.
you. All right. Well, as readers do, we have some questions. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, perfect. You went from art school to getting your MBA to book influencer to now author. So talk us through what that journey looked like and what led you to each one of those choices.
All right. Story time. Buckle up.
Yay!
Um, Initially, I went to art school for art education. I was going to be an art teacher. And midway through the program, uh, the head of the education program pulled myself and actually my husband aside and was like, hey, there's no teaching jobs here locally. So if you want a job, you're going to have to go to like Vegas or something. And mind you, this was back in 2010 when education was oversaturated in Iowa. And I was like, well, I don't want to leave here, and neither did he. So we both left the education program, and in turn, I left like the art program because you can't do nothing with an art degree, and you can be self-taught in art. So then from there, didn't do schooling for quite a few years, just worked. Went back, did night classes for business marketing, and they're like, "Oh, for like 9 more courses, you can have a master's." And I'm like, "Okay, why not? I'm already doing it." Got the master's. During the master's time, I was doing book talk, being a book talk influencer, and really networking because at the time I was like, I like books. Let's make friends with books. And that blew up. And then I have always had stories in my head. So even as a kid, but I just never finished them. And then my first book, A Kingdom of Promises and Lies, Mina's story came and hit me out of nowhere. Like for 2 weeks, her story rattled in my brain. And I put the pen to paper on March 4th, 2024, wrote out chapter 4, I think it was, and just kept going. And I published her March 5th, 2025. And now we are where we're at with 4 books and a few anthologies.
Holy cow, dude.
Oh, and I was an
That's,
engineer during that time while I was getting my master's, finishing up with it. So, yeah.
I mean, that's
And I
so wild.
and I owned a wall mural business during that time, and sometimes I get commissioned out to do logos for people or art for businesses. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so cool. And it doesn't surprise me
Right.
seeing your work. I mean,
Yeah.
you are obviously extremely talented as an
Thank you.
artist and a creator, and um, obviously you kind of have found what your mediums are
Yeah.
as far as, art and then writing and being creative in those ways. But what I find the most interesting in your kind of journey is going from that art degree to wanting to teach art to the business marketing. And obviously it's amazing to have that knowledge and that information, but to make that choice to go from something so creative to something that others might view as less creative is it was just an interesting switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna blame the neurospicy brain and all the hobbies and interests on that.
Fair.
That's such a unique journey too, and it's like it's not very like the start of it was kind of start and stop, but then as you get into the to getting your master's, you're also doing the book talk thing, which then kind of led you into having those stories and it's cool to see how they overlap
Hmm.
and how you got to where you are now.
On a
Love that.
podcast.
So, since we've been talking about your kind of journey to becoming an author, what was something that you didn't expect when making the change from book influencer to author?
Hmm. I think it was I thought I had more patience than I do in the sense of like,
Oh.
I understood marketing, I understood everything, but getting all my ducks in a row and sticking with them, I'm not going to be a great secret keeper ever because I'm going to be like, do you want to hear what's happening next? And it's like, oh, I need to create this and like character art and bookmarks and swag. And then it turns into, I forgot to do all that.
Mm.
Mm,
That's actually what I found has been the unexpected biggest challenge because I have the ideas, I just don't have the time. And then I go, yeah.
that makes sense because you don't really like, you think about it being an author, you're like, oh, you just have to write a story. And then you're like, no, there's so many other things that come with
Yeah.
it, especially if you want to get into, events and stuff. You have to have the swag and obviously a cover for your book and everything. So, that it is, you get kind of a nice insight into what all you guys are doing as authors. It's not just about the story that you're writing.
No, and I think the other thing that broke the glass ceiling for me is when you are writing, it's your world. So you can just, I mean, unless you're like putting it into place, like if you actually wrote like in Iowa, like obviously you kind of know geography, so you can't be like, Des Moines is next to, I don't know, like Cedar Rapids, like neighbors or something. You gotta like know your geography. But like when you're built world building, it's like, well, if I just don't want this, I don't have to, or you don't have to go into like the details of stuff. Like Tolkien literally hates writing about fighting, so he just kills out the wars. Like you just don't see it. So once you start getting that rabbit holing, it's like, oh, I can do what I want. It's my world.
That is the fun part about, I feel like fiction and fantasy. It's like, well, it's your story, your world. You can do whatever you want with it.
Well, and yeah, you kind of said that, like, you kind of have to break through that train of thought where we're kind of taught that there's always rules and boundaries and things
Mhm.
like that. So then to be able to push yourself past that of like, well, no, I don't have to, or yes, I can, and be as creative as you want to be. And so that's such a fun aspect, I think, of people who can be writers and create
Mhm.
worlds like you guys do. And I think that's why readers love it. I
Oh
think that's
yeah.
why we love your story so much, is because you guys think of things that we've never thought of, and we're like, holy cow, that's
Sometimes,
incredible.
sometimes I don't even know if we're the ones thinking it as much as the characters are.
It's
Like,
one of our favorite conversations is talking with authors about how your characters talk to you. I
I
love
love it.
hearing about how that comes through. Okay, well, speaking of the stories that you write, you grew up reading historical romance that was introduced to you by your mother. Is that where the inspiration came from for your Regency romance series?
Very much so. Um, I grew up reading the Fabio covers. So, and I know some people are like, my kid won't because they're too young. My mom, she would skim through the book, but when I was in junior high, she would give me her Fabio covers or her Jude Devereaux's or her Sandra Browns before, Sandra went to mystery, went back when they were romance. My favorite book is Sunset Embrace by her, actually. And I read all those historical Regency romance, lords and ladies and
Mhm.
duchesses, and yeah, very much from that time period. And I will still swipe and grab one of those books at any given time.
How fun. When I read that, I like just thought that was amazing. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, because our mom had books like that too.
Yeah.
She was a big Nora Roberts fan. So yeah, like remember having the
Yeah.
stacks of like the paperbacks and the Fabio covers and all that kind of stuff. So I love that your mom was like, and here you go, and that
And
you
here
read
you
them and
are.
that you loved them, and then that like how cool for that to have like inspired your writing career.
Mhm.
Yep. And then like Kathleen Woody was, oh, love her books. And my mother-in-law was like, "Here, you can have my copies." I'm like, "Don't have to buy them. I don't have to steal them from my
Yes.
mom's. I just got them."
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Love that. I
Yes.
love that that's the inspiration too. Like it's so clear
Yeah.
coming through. Once you know that, you're like, oh,
That
okay,
makes
yeah,
sense.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of A Kingdom of Promises and Lies, you started writing this in March of 23, like you said, and you published in March of 24. Had you planned for that to be a year-long process, or did that timeline come on naturally?
It came on that fast and naturally. Like I literally was going through and her story, I think I had it wrote out within 2 or 4 months completely from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah. Like when I say her story hit me hard, it hit like, and Mina is not an aggressive person. She is a very shy, like very like insecure girl. She's been locked away all of her life. So she doesn't have a loud voice, but her story needed to be told. And it was like,
Mm.
we're writing this, I guess.
That's
That's incredible.
and I
Yeah.
saw too that you hand wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are your hands
So,
okay?
I
A lot.
mean, they're fine. I mean, they're used to being with writing and drawing and everything, so they're fine.
Yeah.
Hmm. But that's
Yeah.
to handwrite that. I mean, what was it that you said that you had like 30,000 words written down before
Yeah.
it even went, you even like typed it into a
Yeah.
computer?
Because once I
Wow.
started typing everything I handwrote, it came up to about 30,000 words I had handwritten. And I don't use that process completely still today, but I
Mhm.
do outline my books down to the chapter. And then if I'm doing something like away from my computer, I'll start just handwriting and just write the scenes down.
I don't know that I've heard anybody doing that.
Yeah, not so much
Like
anymore, I don't think.
just doing it's all digital.
Yeah.
But I kind of love that you still do that. Like that's how you started
Yeah.
and you still do that
Yeah.
from time to time. I'm a very much like a physical writer. Like that's how I take notes and stuff. So that just like I just love that.
Yeah, for me, it's like I've tried digital, and once it's there, it's gone. Like I need that physical.
Oh,
Oh,
that makes
that's
sense.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have the paper, I'm not gonna move everything's actually. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like you'll just see like it'll be like this kind of
Yeah.
with the note on top, I guess. But yeah, that's like a chapter outline for to your eyes. So if anyone really quickly pauses, they're gonna be able to see chapter 13 and 14 I have hand wrote out, which I think now is chapter 8 or so because I started like combining chapters when I started typing it up, which is the next Courting Seasons book.
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So as readers, we appreciate that you have pronunciation guides in the front of your book, especially as somebody who is not normally you didn't come from a fantasy reading background. Getting into that is so unbelievably helpful. Because your characters in particular have really unique names. So we were wondering where the inspiration for those character names come from.
So it's like which one do you want to know? We'll start with that.
Well, let's do FaeVille series since
Yeah.
that we both have read those books.
Yes.
All right. Kierian I get a lot of my names from Pinterest actually. I'll scroll down Pinterest fantasy names.
Oh.
And then obviously his comes from like I think it's Irish, it's either pronounced Kierian. It ain't Kierian, I think it's Kierian, but I rechanged it over, added an I in there and was like
Mm.
Kierian, like I will keep playing with names until it sounds right. Skyla is a mixture of Skylar and Twyla. I love Schitt's Creek and I love the name
Mm.
Twyla from it. And I have always been a sucker for the unisex name Skyla or Skylar.
Mm.
So I put them together. Tennyson came to me one day and it's just a town in Wisconsin that I like. I mean, I don't,
Oh.
nothing that I do there. I just like the name of the town.
Yeah.
Right.
um, Matilda just randomly, I was going through and I'm like, oh, Matilda would be perfect for her. The cat. Aralea, I didn't realize where it came from, but that was actually Sarah J. Maas's book. But it like came in my head. I
Mm.
wasn't even thinking of it when I wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who else is in there. The two twins, I just kept going down and just playing with words and names and trying to figure it out. So yeah,
That's cool. So you kind of pull inspiration from everywhere.
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
We weren't sure if maybe it was your love for anime or maybe some of the names from like the Regency books
Hmm.
previously, or if maybe there was a little bit of that falling in there.
Not yet. Not yet.
Maybe
I
one
mean,
day.
Maybe one day.
already like my anime, like you can see my manga collection slightly behind me.
Switching gears here just slightly. How do you think being a Taurus plays into your work ethic and your style as an author?
Did you do a background check on me?
Yeah, we did. We pulled some strings.
You asked Alicia, didn't you?
No.
That was a hard no.
Nope, sure didn't.
Man, I
We're
really
just
like.
we're really good at stalking social media pages. We're getting really good at detective work.
I was say it's not like I hide anything, but it's just like the stuff you're coming with. I'm like, do you know how I sleep at night?
We'll talk about that off camera.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, what was the question again?
So, how do you think being a Taurus plays into your work ethic and your style as an author?
Well, Tauruses are stubborn as fuck. Hopefully, I can cuss on here because I have no
Ah,
filter.
yes, ma'am.
So I will literally, if I'm getting annoyed, I'll walk away from the work, but I will come right back and be adamant, like I'm gonna finish this. So and I have some characters that are going so far off script, and I have to figure out how to work with them. Tennyson is one that goes off script a lot, and since
Mm-mm.
you read Tennyson's book, Rena also went hardcore off script, so I can script it all out, but those two do what they want. So
Mm.
it's like I get really stubborn. I'm like, it's almost like you got the dolls and you're like, yes, but you're like, do what I say. Um, I think the stubbornness of just getting through it all is where the Taurus in me comes out.
Well, that's kind of nice. Pushes you to get stuff done.
It does. It does. That's how I've got 4 books out now and a couple anthologies.
Do you think that there's something about being a Taurus that like hinders your like you're like if I could just get over this hump, but you're like, but I'm gonna blame it because I'm a Taurus and so I have no control over it.
I don't know if I've really gone that route with the Taurus thing. Usually for me, it's just I'm gonna get shit done. I'm a businesswoman. I'm gonna.
Hmm.
Yeah,
All right, it sucks. It's a hurdle, but we're gonna do it.
that's an amazing thing to have, I
Yeah.
think.
I think the only other thing is like if I feel like if I'm sitting at my desk writing and I'm like I just want to do something else. I just want to, I'm thinking about a book I want to read or a video game. It's like, you know what? Just take the break. Go do it. Otherwise your work is not going to be up to like top tier if you're just
Yeah.
thinking about something else.
Hmm.
Uh, that also sounds like extremely healthy and good
Right.
for you because you don't want to burn out and you don't want to look back and be like, oh, I just spent all that time doing something that wasn't even to my best ability. And so, yeah, absolutely take that break and let yourself relax and recharge and fuel you so that you can, you still should be able to enjoy the things that make you happy and then go back to the work when it's time. So, I mean, yeah, it kind of sounds like being a Taurus is working well for you.
It's working very well. It's all I ever known.
Well, since we were just talking about Tennyson, that book just released in July. Congratulations, like
Yes.
congratulations. Ooh, we're just over a month out. You have released the title of book 3 in the FaeVille series, and you announced that you are writing book 3 in the Courting series. So,
Yep.
what can readers expect next from you when it comes to those series and any other published work?
All right, which one do you want to start with? I put it back on you.
Who's
Yeah,
asking
she's
us the
jumping
questions?
over.
Okay, let's start with book 3 for the
Of
FaeVille series.
yes.
Okay. So Aralea, um, her book if you've read Tennyson and you've read Kierian, you already know Arilea's story, but it's going to basically be the how she got there portion. And I
Ooh.
can't get too much into it because it will be major plot twist reveals going on. Not that I don't write twists ever in my stories,
No.
but it's going to
Okay.
be some major spoilers.
Do you have can you share a potential of when you think that
May
might
or may not
be
be.
out available for us people to
Man,
read?
are you really wanting it?
Well, I mean, I know Tennyson just came out, so I am not expecting her to be available,
Soon.
too soon because
We know.
we know. And we want you guys to take your time. But just for those who are curious and love the FaeVille series, if there was a date or a season, maybe.
Just so y'all know, they have me locked in their basement right now.
She's in
They
the
told me I
next
have to get it.
room.
Yeah, they told me I have to get this book out now, or they're
Right
going to not feed me. Um, so how I've been doing it is it's been like courting seasons, FaeVille, courting seasons,
now.
FaeVille. So courting seasons, maybe I just might not do FaeVille next.
That's not nice.
The
That's
jaw
rude.
drop.
So rude.
The jaw drop. Her book is going to be one that I am going to have to, because of the plan I have for it,
Mm,
I'm going to have to use some very big brain thinking.
Mm.
okay.
But hopefully next year will be the earliest.
Okay.
Okay. We,
It's
we, we
going to,
accept.
you accept.
Yeah.
It's just,
Okay.
it's going to depend on Tirani's book, honestly.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope. You go. Okay.
Okay. So you've mentioned that your goal for next year is to do more bookstore signings and new events. What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to these more intimate events? And do you have any announcements maybe on where you might be?
So the thing I love, I've already done some smaller signings. Well, I wouldn't say them small, but doing the intimate bookstore signings.
Hmm.
I've been at HEA Book Boutique. I've been there twice now for signings, and what I love about it is you're in the bookstore atmosphere,
Mm.
and you're getting the people that are coming there because they know you're there, and then you're going to get the random people that didn't realize you were there, but you're talking to all different types of people. Um, and you're more working one on one with the business owner. Like Jen is phenomenal.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I already know I've talked to her and Sarah, who owns Shelf Love DSM. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna get myself in signings there, and then I'm gonna work from there of other Iowa and Midwest bookstores that either my books are already in and I've had connection with,
Mhm.
or doing the whole like reach out and see.
I love that.
I'm really excited for that for you because I think that that is such that one-on-one experience of
Hmm.
being the only author in that store and making those connections and that intimacy with those readers. And I think that is just such a really special thing. And I love that bookstore signings are becoming, maybe they were popular once upon a time, but I really love that they're kind of becoming more of a thing. So
Hmm.
I think that you're just going to have like the best time doing those.
Yeah, well, and it's also a calmer setting because it's like
Mm.
Oh,
when the reader comes in, they're just browsing, and they'll have a conversation with you, and as they're browsing, perusing and browsing around the store, I'm trying to put them together. Like if I see books that they're picking up that I've read that I like, it's like you can have that conversation, be like, oh,
yeah.
that one I loved, and that one's been
Yes.
on my TBR, and it's like you get that extra connection on top of everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's definitely like you don't feel super rushed and you can have those genuine conversations and you're not
Hmm.
like, oh, somebody's behind me, like I need to keep moving.
Yeah.
It's like you may have a few people in, but they've got other things to do too, as they can browse around and as soon as you're free, they can come over. But yeah, I've really been enjoying the couple of the that we've been to and
Mm-hmm.
I think that you've got some great stories lined up so
Mm-hmm.
far, and we're very excited to see where you end up.
Yeah.
I'll be in Cedar Rapids for sure. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hey, we'll travel to see you. Don't worry
It's
about it.
true, we will.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna put that in my notes that you will, and when you're not there, I can use it
Oh,
against
she's
you.
gonna call us out and say, "Why did you show up?"
Yep.
Okay, so we have two final questions for you. The first one is the book pod question of the season. We ask every single one of our guests this question. And then the second one is a little spicier. So, the book pod question of the season is if you could change one thing about the book community as it is now, what would it be?
Man, you're going hard on this question.
I know it's an important one that we feel there needs to be more conversation around.
Hmm. I don't know. There's like, because I've grown up around books. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and for me with books, it's a love, it's a passion, around the book community, whew, because
Yeah.
it's such a big and growing community.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And you've been on so many versions of it. So I'm really
Yeah.
curious to what your answer is because you've been on the influencer side and just the reader side and
Hmm.
now the author side and you've attended events and you've been an author at events. So you've got such a unique perspective on how you've seen it change over the years. And so as it's standing right now, what's something that you'd love to see change for the better?
It's gonna sound so cliche, but like the no drama llama like kind of thing, because
Mm.
it's a lot of people think they're reinventing the wheel with the drama they bring up or the
Mm-hmm.
hot takes, and it's like I seen this hot take in 2021. I seen this hot take in 2016. Like it's not new, and it's like people are reading. Let them enjoy. Like
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
it doesn't matter if they're reading on their ebook or a physical book, a paperback, a hardcover, a mass-produced print book, an audiobook. It's reading and they're
Hmm.
enjoying the story, and why are we shitting on other people's love? You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
um I get really tired of the witch hunts.
Yeah.
Especially now we have the AI witch hunt, and it's like
Hmm.
when you have AI who is accusing like um Pride and Prejudice to be written as AI, like
Right.
where do you go with that? And I'm not pro AI because I mean I'm an author and an artist, but it's just I get tired of the drama and the witch hunts. Because it's like
Yeah.
you do one thing, whether you're a book talker or a book influencer or an author, and that could be your career end when it was just a witch hunt. It takes like three people that have big followings. So,
Hmm.
and I'm over here like I don't like to gatekeep. I will help
Mm-hmm.
anyone out. You ask me, you reach out to me, I will give you all the tools to succeed because that's all I want. I want to fix crowns and cheer you on, and I get really tired of like just the negative cattiness because I'm like, I want the positivity.
Yeah.
So
Thank
good
you.
hard question.
So thank you for your answer and thank you for being a part of the conversation because
Yeah.
we do need more people like that who are just wanting to, I love that you said that, fix crowns and support others and you want other people to succeed. And something we had just recently talked about was the like somebody else's success does not diminish my success
Hmm.
and my success does not diminish somebody else's. Like we can all support each other and each level that you're at and
Yeah.
rooting other authors on and other creators on and the drama llama is ugh, yeah, it's gotta
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I'm not a drama llama person in my own life. So when you
Hmm.
bring it into the business setting,
Mm,
and I guess the best way I can look at it, as I keep extending this conversation, is I look at what other big businesses do and small businesses. And if you have a shop owner or a corporation not doing it, why are we doing it to each other? Like,
Hmm.
mm,
because now you're making each other enemies. And it's like, no, I would rather be the positive and hold myself in a professional manner as best as possible, other than a few swear words. Because, okay, a lot of swear words.
I think you do a great job of finding that like
Yeah.
balance between we're still having fun and we're still being authentic and we're still being ourselves, but we're also professionals and not bringing in the drama and not bringing in the unneeded
Yeah.
gossip and the witch hunts and pinning people against each other. Like I just, in our experience with you so far, has been nothing but positive and amazing and giddy and excited and happy. And so, yeah, we love it and we love you.
Well, I love you both too. Because you're both adorable. I'm not gonna lie. When you guys sat
Aww.
with me, well, it was also with my author friend Rain Winters.
Yes.
When I say us, but when you sat with us, I was like, oh, they're sitting with us. They chose us. I feel like I've been the chosen one.
That's so sweet.
That's so nice.
Believe it or
We
not,
felt like
write
the
this
lucky
down.
ones.
Yeah.
I'm a nice person. I just don't look it all the time.
I think you look nice.
Yeah.
No, no, no. You've not seen my resting murder face.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Like, I don't have resting bitch face. I have resting murder face where it looks like I will literally skin you alive. And then I smile and it's like, oh, it's gone. Okay.
We're good. We're all clear.
Everything's fine. We're good. No
But yeah,
issues.
I mean, we walked in and we were looking at tables and we were like, Ennif and Rainer over there. Let's go sit over there.
I was so excited your table was open.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was open that day. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like, I literally said to Rain, I'm like, do we smell? Like, no one wants to sit with us.
Oh.
It was
No,
made.
just
It was
no.
meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was just leaving
Just
the room
what
open
needed
for
to
us.
happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. All righty.
All right.
Shall we?
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
You're excited. What are we doing?
This is the chaotic, unhinged, out of pocket question.
I'm here for it.
Whatever it may be. Who
So
knows?
we have a deck of questions that she shuffled like tarot cards and she picks the one that falls out.
This is perfect.
Oh my God.
I love
See?
that because I actually do tarot, so I love that.
Okay.
Here we go.
If you had a personal theme song, what would it be?
Yes.
Probably Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, how many royalties do you think we have to pay to try to get that song
Oh
to
my
play
God.
like right now?
So
Well,
many.
considering the fact it has hit the #1 hits, I think we're up to 3 times now since it released because it just keeps coming back to being popular
Yeah.
again. You're gonna have to pay a lot of royalties.
So it's out of the budget.
We'll just
Sorry.
like trail the lyrics across.
We need to get a cover
let
of
me
it.
think of like a cheaper song.
No, it's perfect.
it.
No, I love it. It's perfect. That was so good.
It's just because the song doesn't have like a true chorus. It just is all random and all vibes. Like
That's so true.
No, it's perfect.
I love it.
I love it. That was such a good question.
Well, NF, thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful. We loved having you. We love you.
I
Don't
love
ever
you.
change.
I think the
mean-
lyric can changes to be weirder.
Except for that change. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for having me. After I dismissed your first email because
That's okay.
I mean, it makes me feel better that you didn't like look
It
at
wasn't
it and then
purpose,
choose
yeah.
not to respond, that you literally just didn't even realize it was there. So it could have been worse.
and now you have me sliding into your DMs, so it's
all
fine.
the time.
Yeah. So we will have all of your social links in the description below. So if you have never read any of NF's books, now is the time. Jump in. If you are a lover of her books, make sure that you leave her a comment and some love below or on her socials. Make sure you're following her and following us. And we will make sure that we are announcing any updates that she shares as soon as they are available. But yeah, that's all there. And this was so fun.
Yes.
It was. I also love that you think I'm that prepared to give you an announcement update way before.
Nah, we're just trying to pick to see what we can get.
I mean,
A sly reminder. Like, hey, we're waiting.
But when you're ready, we're ready.
well, Tiarani's book is over a quarter way wrote, so we'll see.
Yay!
Which also, like, some people know it's Tiarani's book, and some people don't know which princess is next. So,
Oh, well, there you go.
Here we are.
yeah.
Inside scoop.
Do you want another inside scoop?
Yes.
Do you want two? Do you want two? I love
Yes.
the jaw drops.
Yes, just give everything.
Yeah, tell us.
So, with the Courting Seasons, which I know you haven't read yet,
Yes.
book 2, which is Serenity's book, I plan to do a little mini spin-off with all of her siblings going to the Courting Seasons. So that's one of them.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm going to be working on a big project where I am going to try to attempt myself to write the whole series out of a dragon shifter romance that happens in the FaeVille world. Yeah. Which the character has already been mentioned, but you
Ooh.
probably will never be able to figure out who it is that is the dragon shifter.
That's gonna kill her. That's gonna kill Beck.
Was it in book 1 or book 2? Can I ask questions? Can I ask
What
questions?
can we
You can
follow
ask
up?
questions. It's actually in both, but it's not a main character and barely a side character.
Barely a side character. Okay, we're gonna think on that. And it sounds like we need to get to reading the Courting series too, so that we're caught up for all of that. Now that we're caught up on FaeVille.
Oof.
I'm going to be getting DMs from you now. Is it this person? Is it this person?
If I guess it, will you tell me?
Yeah.
Yes! Amazing. Amazing.
All
Okay.
right.
Yep.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and make sure that you're following along to see who will be joining us on this season of the Book Pod, because we got a lot of good people.
Yeah.
Just saying. And we will
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.